Gen Z read fewer books than any generation, and more than one-third of kindergarten through 12th grade students said they dislike reading.
A Pepperdine University professor told Fortune, quote, "It's not even an inability to critically think. It's an inability to read sentences. I feel like I'm tap dancing and having to read things aloud because there's no way that anyone read the night before."
Here with her take is Brooke Uten, co-founder of Enriched Literacy Education. Brooke, what is going on? This is terrible news.
It really starts in the earliest ages, and we're seeing studies of children as early as primary school age that are unable to perform basic skills because I believe they're not being read to, they're not being spoken to in the home. Their communication skills are so much lower than children of that age, even just 10, 20 years ago. One UK study reports, 600 teachers were interviewed, and they said the children don't know their names, how to use the bathroom independently, how to brush their teeth, which is really terrible. Fast forward, we have Los Angeles Unified School District, second largest school district in the United States. We have parents there saying their children are on iPads all day. One mom reports her 6-year-old wet himself at the table 4 times. He's otherwise neurotypical, does not have an issue with toileting because he was on an iPad and lost track of time and was overstimulated. So if we're replacing human interaction and reading with iPads, people aren't going to like reading. iPads are a lot more intrinsically interesting to the brain. The dopamine is lighting up. Yeah. It's exciting. Reading takes work.
It's so interesting, and we've spent so much time talking about how that engagement with an iPhone or an iPad kind of scatters the brain and causes anxiety and things like that. But what we don't spend enough time talking about is the importance of sort of the other end of the spectrum, which is the devotion of the mind to a book or to something you're reading and learning to read, and how that actually calms the mind and focuses the mind.
Yeah, there's been a lot of research out there about even, at the very littlest age, when we respond to our babies make a noise and we respond. That's called serve and return. That is how they develop language. And, it's interesting because going back to LAUSD, their argument for bringing technology into the classroom was this is going to level the field from a socioeconomic perspective, because children that are in underserved communities need to be tech literate.
This is ridiculous. Gen Z can't read? Soon as the kid hit 3 or 4 years old, the baby is not even psychologically even prepared to even try to have a proper conversation, because you take a tablet away from them, they crying like crazy.